Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me this evening. It was going to be two of us this evening, myself and Simone, but unfortunately, Simone has had to answer a friend who was in need this evening. So she's gone off to do some work with a lovely friend of hers who is in need of a little bit of healing. And that's something that we all love. It's something that we're all very passionate about. And it's also something that we all got into first, actually, before we started our journey with our mediumship and our psychic readings. We all trained initially as Reiki healers and practitioners. Then actually all three of us are now Reiki masters. We also are spiritual healers. Michelle works in many different areas within healing, as does Simone, and we all have built up this wonderful, unique way of working with the new energies, and they seem to change along our pathways quite routinely, actually. And healing is something that is incredibly important to all three of us, but also it's something that so many people don't realize actually that they are able to do themselves. Because healing is such a natural and easy thing and easy process for all of us to do. If you think about it, we're all very capable, and we all often tune into people who are feeling out of sorts, or we may come across somebody and ask them how they are. They're looking a bit sad. And often when they say they're not feeling too good, they're not feeling too happy, our instinct is to put our arms out, is to just rub them gently on the shoulder or on the arm, or to give them a hug. And that's healing, and that's incredible how wonderful that makes people feel. It's just that intention of sending out a loving thought, a kind word, a silent thought, a prayer. Anything that comes with love and good intentions is healing. And also don't forget, when our children are toddlers and they fall over and hurt themselves, one of the very first things that we do is say, let's kiss it better, let's rub that better for you. And miraculously, it works. And most of us probably think, well, they fell for that. That was easy. But actually, no, they didn't fall for it. Babies and toddlers are really open to the beautiful energies, that wonderful healing energy. And so actually it does work, and they felt it, and it did help. And that kiss has healed them, made the pain better, and taken their tears away. Because babies are very new to the earth plane. They have just come from the spirit world, and they are open to those energies still. Many toddlers, children, will have imaginary friends. It just means that they're open to seeing spirit much more clearly. They haven't closed off their third eye yet. And that normally happens when they get to about the age of 7, unless, of course, they are lucky enough to be living with parents or living within an environment where they're encouraged to keep using their psychic gifts, to keep talking about who they're seeing, to keep talking about the energy that they're feeling about them, and to keep believing in that magical touch and that kiss to make everything better. So don't ever stop doing that, everybody. Lots of people think that they can only be spiritual or only be healers if they are trained, and that's not so. Many people sit in front of me, and I am very aware that they are open to the world of spirit, but they're also open to giving off this beautiful energy. And I just want you all to know that you don't have to be a spiritually trained medium or psychic or healer to be a spiritual person. Because let me tell you, some of the most unspiritual people I have ever come across have been within the spiritual so-called environment. So please, all of you out there, don't think just because you're not doing this as a living, or it's not something that you have been trained in, don't stop believing that you're not a healer, because let me tell you, you are. It's the intention that makes you the healer. It's that lovely kind thought, it's that openness, and it's that wanting to help others that makes you a wonderful healer and very connected to spirit. So please, none of you stop that. If you get that wonderful warm sensation in your hand sometimes when you come across somebody that is in need, it might be a heat, it might be a tingling, it might be pins and needles, it might even be a cold sensation. That's the healing power coming through. So I just ask you to be open to it, to be in tune to it, and when you feel that happening, don't be afraid to put your hand on someone. Send them some love and send them your healing. And the more and more of us that can do that, then the better place this world's going to be. Because let's face it, everybody needs healing. Everyone needs a bit of love. And that goes without saying for Mother Earth as well. So please bear that in mind, all of you, and join us all in sending healing. Righty-ho, well, thank you. It looks like, oh, thank you. Wendy Phelps Coot. I hope I've said your name correctly. And she's saying hi from Ireland. So hello back to you. How wonderful that you're joining us from Ireland. Let's just see who else is joining us. We've got quite a few people from Cwmbran, so thank you for joining with me this evening. And if you want a message or you want a reading this evening, please send me a little note, ask for a card, ask me to draw a card for you, because sometimes people just like to watch, they don't always want to join in. So just let me know if you are. Thank you for saying that was a nice talk. Thank you very much. I probably could sit here and go on all the time really, but I know you've tuned in to have some cards and some readings, so we will get on with that a little while. Yeah, okay. And Jan Butt, thank you. My daughter used to have a friend when little, and my granddaughter used to see, so does my little grandson. Well, that's lovely, Jan. So I would encourage you to just keep on letting them talk about it, to keep on keeping the conversation going, to let them keep that their senses open, that lovely connection as well. And hopefully they'll be able to take that into their adulthood, and then all of this will be absolutely normal to them, and they will have no trouble connecting with that beautiful healing energy. Emily Rose Hedges, hello, sending lots of my love. Thank you, my darling. Loving the lovely purple hearts. Thank you. Okay, so who's first? Okay, right. Let's go with Lee Williams. Lee, you've said, hi Louise, I would love a reading, and lots of lovely pink hearts. So let's see, Lee, where we can go with you this evening. I'm going to pull a few cards for you and see what we can get for you and who we can connect with, because I do feel actually we've got someone from the spirit world stepping forward, Lee. If you can understand the gentleman that's stepping forward for me, he feels like he's a very large energy, and he feels like he had. Ooh, we've got two people here actually. We've got a very large presence here, and it would have been a large man, and I know that he would have enjoyed being outside. He makes me feel like if he wasn't a farm, he was a very keen gardener, that he has that build about him. He shows himself to me wearing his Wellington boots, and I know he would have worn those most of the time if he could have got away with it. He also makes me feel I need to laugh about him being told to take the Wellington boots off before he was allowed into the house, because I feel also they would have been incredibly muddy and he wasn't allowed in the home. I feel like I am actually going to a grandfather with this gentleman, please, Lee. He wants to talk about his very ill-fitting teeth, and I know that that would be a memory, or you would understand that about him, please. The reason that this lovely gentleman is stepping forward for you at the moment is because I feel you're asking for guidance at the minute. You feel like you feel unsupported, and you have been asking and reaching out to those in the spirit world to step forward and to help bring you some strength and guidance. But I need to tell you, they're around you, but you're just not quite acknowledging them at the moment. And so he's come forward because he's got a very big energy and a very big presence, and he wants you to say, I'm here for you. He wants to acknowledge. I feel I need to acknowledge chewing gum, please, if that makes sense for you. If it's not Wrigley's, it's that sort of more old-fashioned chewing gum. But I need to put that around you, and you would have a memory of him chewing mints, or the smell of mints would mean something to you, Lee. If you can just let me know if this makes sense to you, please. So he's stepping forward for you at the moment. Now, a card literally jumped out of the pack, as you know they always do for me. In fact, usually they go all over the floor. So the card I pulled out for you is Miracles. So he's asking you to expect a miracle, because you've been sending your thoughts up and asking for guidance and inspiration. He's saying that they're hearing you, and expect that miracle to come into your life, but you need to be open to it. You need to allow your heart to open up to these wonderful new things coming your way, Lee. If you can make sense of that, please. Thank you very much. Right, I'm just going to pull another card for you and see what else this gentleman. He also makes me feel like he would have passed to the world of spirit with a very chesty condition, and I know that throughout his life his chest and his lungs would have caused him some discomfort, please. And I feel that's possibly something that you suffer with too. So whether you suffer with colds or if you're unwell, they usually go and sit on your chest and bring you some discomfort there. So if you could let me know if that's correct, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much. Right, let's see what other card. Meditation has stepped in for you, Lee. So they must be very aware that you are needing to meditate and allow these wonderful miracles that you've been asking for to come forward. They're also asking you to sit in meditation because they're not only going to guide you, but they're going to put thoughts and actions into your head. They're going to help you clear up a situation around you that you have been seeking. There's pathways open up to you at the moment, and I feel like I've got definitely 2 very strong pathways, and there's a third one that's not quite as strong for you, that they are opening up for me at the moment. So we're just acknowledging those wonderful pathways for you, and the guidance and the meditation is going to help you choose the correct one. Okay, they're also making me feel like an answered prayer has come up, so that just goes to clarify everything that I've been saying, that they are answering your prayers. You just need to allow it to happen, to open up your mind to it. This wonderful gentleman is telling me he's coming in and he's bringing the family close, and he's also bringing healing to your family at this time. So there must be something around the family environment, and I don't just mean you within yours, I mean slightly outside as well, so the extended family too. He wants to bring you all closer. So either there's been some bad news coming in, or something that he wants to bring his love, his protection, and everything about him that he can for you. So just to let you know that he's very much around you for that. So I hope that helps you, Lee. Oh, thank you, spot on. That's marvelous. Thank you very much. And just open up your thoughts to them. Open up that wonderful heart chakra to them. Allow them to come in and allow them to help and guide you. And this wonderful, cheery gentleman also wants to put a smile on your face, okay? Because he makes me feel that you haven't been smiling enough recently. And also, I need to acknowledge love to your mum, if that makes sense, please. So thank you very much for that. All right, let's see who we. Hello, Lucy Plummer Hill. Very lovely of you to join me. Hope that you're well, and great to see you on this page too. Okay, let's see who else we're very drawn to for you this evening. Alison Roberts. Hi, Alison. Thank you for joining me. Oh, right. Let's see where we're going. Okay, Carly Bevan. Carly Bevan. Yes, please, Louise, she says. Okay, let's see what we can pull for you, Carly. All right, and I love those butterflies. They're very significant to me, butterflies. One of my daughters absolutely adores them. So whenever I see them, I'm always drawn to them. So they catch my eye, and that's why I love seeing them. So Carly, let's see what we're drawn to for you. All right, I know before I start, I've got the presence of a very lovely lady drawing close to me. She's got a beautiful energy about her, and she feels very much like she's a mother to you, please, Carly. If you can just acknowledge where we have mother, but we have a lovely, lovely lady that draws very close with a lovely motherly instinct and that beautiful pink energy about her that she steps forward with. If it's not mother, then it must be grandmother on your mother's side, but she's stepping in to guide you at the moment, to bring some healing to you, because I feel there's situations around you at the moment, Carly, where you're needing a little bit of healing and guidance. She says she's trying to lift your chin up, so she must be very aware that a situation, I talk too fast sometimes, a situation around you has been dragging you down. I feel she's also making me feel like you're wading through treacle at the moment, and things are getting very difficult for you. I feel very much also that your energy levels have been low and quite down because of this. And she's stepping forward to help you on your way, to help lift you out of this situation. But I also need to acknowledge for you, please, Carly, that this situation is a life lesson for you. So if you're able to accept that the situation for you is a life lesson, I need to reiterate that as well for you. She makes me feel I also need to talk about money situation with you. And I know that things have been tricky, up and down, and you've been either helping or lending someone else money at the moment as well, all from a place of love in your heart. I need to acknowledge as well for you with that. But she's just saying, just be a little bit careful there, all right, because you're such a lovely, giving, open-hearted lady that you'd give away virtually everything that you could if you were able to. So she's just saying, just hang on to that and start looking after yourself. Let's see what cards I can pull for you as well, Carly. Oh, there we go, jumping out the pack yet again. Support, so that makes sense. She's bringing support for you as well. So please accept that you also have a lot of support in the spirit world. Not only is this lovely, wonderful, motherly lady stepping forward to support you, but there's lots and lots of energy around supporting you too. I feel like I need to put healing energies around you too. And hopefully that would make sense to you. So whether you've been going for healing at the moment, you are a healer, or you give healing out without knowing it, I need to accept that you also are in need of healing. So let them come near. Let people come around you and help you, okay? You don't have to feel like you have to battle on all the time on your own, because that's not the case. She's asking you to please step forward into that beautiful supporting energy and let people help you for once. Okay, let's see what else she's bringing in for you. Okay, so I've just had these wonderful cards presented as well, and they wanted to bring in enchantment for you too, and that often means that we need to go back to those wonderful childhood days when everything was an adventure for us. Everything was so magical, and they want to see you feeling that way again, because things have just been so difficult for you at the minute. They want to lift you up. They want to give you some excitement about you. They want your solar plexus to get going, and that's what this beautiful card brings for you as well. Okay, and friendship's also been drawn for you, so I know I need that support and that friendship to come as one, to come as a package as well. But with that, I need to tell you that you are an amazing friend to all of your friends, okay? I just need to let you know that your support is very much warranted, and I feel you're supporting a lady around you at the moment. She feels very much, she's not a sister to you, then she feels like a sister to you, and your support has been immense as well in the world of spirit. Stepping forward to thank you for that. This lady also steps forward with licorice as a memory, please, if you know she enjoyed it, whether it's something that you like, but she brings that forward for me to bring to you, please. All right, so that's just acknowledgement of her here. And again, the last card I'm going to pull for you, Carly, is a balance card. So that means to me that you need to balance things much more, not just your emotions, but I need to balance your earthly life as well. It will help with your energies, and also I need to acknowledge with you that you need to balance what you give out with what you take in, okay? You spend so much of your time giving to other people that they're asking you to keep a little bit in reserve for you. Otherwise, all that's going to happen is you're going to make yourself unwell, and you're just going to start going downhill. And then more than ever, you're going to need support around you. Okay, so I hope, Carly, that helps you very much. I need to acknowledge a car with you as well. If you're thinking of changing your car, if you need to change your car, then this lovely lady from the world of spirit stepping forward to say that that's certainly on the cards for you too. And I know you're probably saying, well, how on earth am I going to get the money for that? But I feel I need to say, don't worry about that. That's being taken care of for you as well. Okay, so thank you. I hope that helped you, and I hope that was accepted from you. So thank you, Carly. Okay, let's just see who else is joining us. And now, since I've said that, loads of people have been sending me beautiful butterflies. So thank you for that. I do love them, and some lovely hearts as well. So thank you. Let's see who else. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for saying, oh, we've got lots of people joining us from Wales. We do work in Wales, actually, and Simone also has her shop over there. So we have a very strong Welsh connection. So it's always lovely to see so many of you here watching and supporting us. So that's fantastic. And also when we do our demonstrations, we're doing a few coming up. So keep an eye out for that. We will be posting when we will be doing our next demonstration. We've got one coming up in Bristol in September. So keep a look on our Facebook page, and we'll let you know when that date is coming up. Right, okay, who else am I drawn to this evening? Let me just see. Jackie Russell. Yes, please, you're putting hearts and butterflies. Okay, please excuse me writing down these names. I have the memory of a goldfish, so I just need to know where I am with this. Right, lovely. Jackie, thank you so much for joining me and for sending those wonderful little butterflies to me. Let's see how I can connect to you as well and see who's joining me this evening. Oh, Jackie, I've got a very lovely energy stepping forward from the world of spirit, and it feels like a child. So if you can accept a lovely child in the world of spirit, please. This child steps forward with an abundance of love for you. I'm not feeling the connection just at the minute, but I know that this child certainly was a toddler and no older than a toddler. If you can accept that was somewhere within the family, please. And I feel I need to also put an illness around this poor child, a sickness. I'm not sure if this is going to connect with you or whether you're able to pass a message on to this lovely child's family, please. But she steps forward, and I want to say she, but I also need to say it's got just such a lovely energy about this wonderful child. Let me see where we're going with this, please. They stepped forward to give a lot of love and support to a family that must still be grieving, if you can understand that. I need to put some tubes connecting to this child also, and I either want some oxygen going up into the nose to help with the breathing and to help them at the later stages of their life. They're just stepping forward to say, please let the family know that I am restored to health. Thank you. That would be a very important message for you to pass on. If it doesn't instantly spring to mind, then please think about it, because sometimes spirit use an opportunity to pass a message on to someone else. So it's also very important that you do that as well. So thank you very much. Okay, Jackie, let's see how else we can help you this evening with the cards. Let's just see where we're going with that. So you've got a guardian angel. Okay, guardian angel card comes out for you for this evening. They're telling you very much that I know you need to connect to your guardian angel. You've been sitting and you've been asking for help and guidance as well. I think a lot of these readings seem to be going this way this evening. This guardian angel draws close to you, Jackie, and tells you to sit and allow them to help you very much too. I need to give to you, either you've had your head in your hands, or you've been worried about something, or you've been worried about somebody. And this guardian angel is stepping forward to let you know that they're around and supporting you very much. Okay. I also need to help with decision making about you, and I need to put that around your career, Jackie. So there must be something coming up for you. You're either unhappy at work, things are unsettled there. I feel also that someone that you liked very much has either moved on or moved out of the area where you're working, and that it's unsettled you very much, and you're now also thinking of moving on. I feel like that's going to be a very positive move for you. So if something new's coming up, seize the opportunity and take that moment. You need to step forward. You need to step forward into your own power as well. They're asking you to do that too. And I've got a lovely emerging card coming out for you too this evening. So they're asking you to step out of something that you've been in for a very long time. It feels like a comfort zone to you, and they're asking you now to emerge into this wonderful new energy, this new space. I feel that you're going to take that wonderful empowerment that this brings you, and it's going to lighten your load, because I feel that that's been drawing you down quite a lot at the minute. It's been like a weight on your shoulders and a bit of a burden for you. So I wouldn't be surprised whether you do feel pain around your shoulders or your neck area, because I feel that this decision is hanging around you and things just haven't been very good for you for a little while, if that makes sense to you, please. All right, so answered prayers coming up again this evening, and that's also coming your way. So they're obviously hearing you, knowing that you're sending out your thoughts to the world of spirit, and that the angels also are stepping forward to answer your prayers this evening. Not just this evening, but whenever you send them out. Okay, now just stop me now. I need to just quickly draw another card for you, actually, and I need to put a soulmate in there. So where are we going with this? I've dragged out the soulmate, not dragged out, I've chosen the soulmate card for you this evening as well, and I need to put and I feel very much that that's a partner as well around you, and this soulmate card's come out for you because I need to bring new energy into that space and that relationship for you. It needs rejuvenating, if that makes sense to you, and it needs both of you to make that effort. It's not just coming from you or your partner, but I need you both to put the energy in to make this relationship work. I feel also that that's become a little bit stale, if you can understand that. So I hope that that's helped you this evening. And I want to leave this beautiful energy of this wonderful child that stepped forward with you, and hope that you can place that wonderful child and send the loving thoughts to the family. So thank you very much, Jackie, and I hope that helps. So it seems to be lots more people joining me this evening. Thank you very much. Let's see where we're drawn to now. It's very hard choosing all these wonderful names, because so many of you send lovely messages and lots of hearts and butterflies. Thank you all again. And as you know, I have like the most ancient computer in the world, so I need to catch up quite often. Let's see where we're drawn to. All right. Where are we going? Sam Brown. Sam Brown. Let me see where I'm going with you, please. Okay, Sam, very drawn to you as well. You've also sent me quite a few messages tonight, so let's see where we're going for you, Sam. Let's see how we can connect with you. Right, okay. got a very powerful energy coming in from the spirit world. It feels like a female energy stepping in to help guide me this evening and guide you. This lady is a very powerful and feels like a grandmother energy that steps forward, and she certainly wouldn't have been backwards in coming forwards as well. I feel like she would have spoken out when she needed to, and she would certainly put people in their place. She feels like she was a real matriarch to the family, and she would have certainly been listened to as well. When she spoke, people listened to her, and they wouldn't have gone against what she said. I need to also put around this lady cups of very strong tea and slices of cake, so I know she would have sat down and chatted through any problems, any situations, and put the worlds to right, drinking a nice strong cup of tea. And I feel like I need to let you know that she's very much around you at the moment, because things are very difficult for you. I feel life is quite stressful for you at the moment, and you're needing support and guidance. But I feel you need that more in the physical rather than the spiritual realms. I feel that you're very tired. You must have a lot of children around you, if that makes any sense to you, that are tiring you out, and life's just tough. Life's very difficult, and your grandmother steps in to say she went through it too. I feel she was certainly a lady that would have just battled on no matter what. She had tough times in her life, she's telling me, and she's telling me that towards the end as well, even moving would have been difficult for her, if you can understand that. So stepping forward would have been hard for her. I know that I need pain around this lady. I know I need arthritis, particularly in her legs, her knees and her feet, and she's telling me very much that that was something she had to overcome, and I hope you can understand that with her. This lady just also steps forward to say that she's been trying to come around you at night time. You must be having very disturbed sleeps at the moment, and she steps forward to help soothe your sleeping, help guide you, but also soothe the sleeping of others in your house. So that must be youngsters, if you can understand that, Sam. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but she tells me that the children have been either waking up or causing waking up, disturbed sleep, if that makes sense. You can just let me know, then that would be great. Thank you. Thanks very much. Right, okay, let's see what card I can pull for you. I'm trying to catch up with myself here. There we go. It's definitely my Nan. Good, that's brilliant. Whoo, she's a powerful lady, your Nan, isn't she? Can you understand that she would have had almost like Nora Batty stockings, or that would have made sense to you, or you would have teased her about that. And I need to also put comfortable slippers around this lady too. She shows me that she would have worn knitted cardigans, and that would have been something that you'd remember her very much by too. And I want her always having a handkerchief on her as well. Okay, a lady with a handkerchief. Okay, she just brings this lovely energy around you, really supportive and really helping you in your day-to-day life. Right, so the card I pulled out for you is forgiveness. Sometimes we need to forgive not just ourselves, but I feel that this card is asking you to forgive other people at the moment as well. There must be somebody around you that's upset you, and I feel it's been it feels to me it's been within a year, and it's someone that's upset you with words, been quite spiteful to you, words that have really hurt you and upset you, and you've almost retreated within yourself. If your grandmother was here, she would have stepped forward and had something to say about this situation. She's just asking you to take a bit of her energy and stand up for yourself, but forgive this person. You need to forgive them in your mind, so that you're able to move on, because it's just holding you back, it's dragging you down, and that's not what you need. So if you can learn to forgive and move on, then take the higher ground, if that makes sense to you as well. You need to take the higher moral ground with this person. So I really hope that that makes sense for you. Okay, let's see what other card we can pull for you. Right, okay. Romance has been pulled out for you, Sam. So whether you feel you're lacking in romance at the minute and you want that romance back in your life, certainly that's what the cards are saying for you. So just allow that lovely, wonderful energy to step around you, to reinvigorate you, to bring new passion into your life, and certainly it's what you need as well. You need a cuddle. I feel like someone needs to come up to you and just give you a lot of love and a lot of cuddling at the minute. Okay, and that's certainly something. I don't feel your Nan would have been the most tactile lady, she's telling me that, but when she hugged you, goodness gracious me, you knew she hugged you. It was quite a powerful hug as well, and she's just laughing about that. Okay, she tells me her hands would have always been cold, so if you can acknowledge that as well. With that, we've got the power card. So I know that she's stepping into that power, and she's bringing power to you. And I want power to your words, power to your thoughts, okay? Release the power that you have within you, and all will be resolved. And I really hope that that helps you very much. Please know that this sleeping situation will be sorted out soon, and all will be well within your house, and everyone will be sleeping very soundly. So if that's something for you to hang on to and gives you hope, then I hope that helps you. Okay, so thank you very much, Hassan. Oh, good, brilliant. Makes so much sense. Good. Thank you very much. Right, let's do one last reading. The next live readings, everybody, will be on Saturday, all things going well. I know things have been a little bit different this week, but just things come along into our lives, and we just are drawn to help other people or to carry on our work, but elsewhere. But there's always one of us here. That's always something that we're very lucky, the three of us working together. When one or two of us are down, there's still one standing. So that's always something that we can draw back on. So the next live readings will be Saturday. It will be me and Michelle that will be doing them together. Not too sure what time yet. It'll be during the day. It won't be an evening session, but keep an eye on our Facebook page, and we will be posting to let you know when that's going to be. Right, okay, last person tonight, Peter Joanna Ockwell. I'd love a reading, please, tonight, and butterflies and hearts again. Thank you for that. So thank you so much. I am going to see what we can do for you as well this evening. Peter, brilliant. Let's see where we're going, and we're drawn to you, Peter. Peter, I want to let you know I've got the energy of a man stepping around me at the moment, please. He feels like a father figure, if I can please bring that in for you. Feels like a father figure to me. This man feels like he was quite an age about him when he passed to the world of spirit. He makes me feel like he would have always been quite a well-presented man as well. He also tells me that minding your P's and Q's was something that was very important to him. He tells me that he had quite a difficult upbringing and things weren't too easy for him when he was a child. He tells me very much also that he was a man of few words. He was a very sensitive man, and he saw a lot. He sensed a lot, actually. I wanted to say saw a lot in his life, but I feel he sensed a lot. He makes me feel that towards the end, either his mind was confused or he wasn't able to verbalize what he wanted to as well as he used to when he was younger. I also need to say that he did see things in his life that he didn't want to talk about and didn't want to share with people as he got older. If you can also understand with this gentleman that there would have been arthritis with him too, and only pain around his hands. And he's also taken me to his heart. So if his heart didn't take him to the world of spirit, that certainly was something that he was plagued with throughout his life. I need blood pressure issues also around this man, and I need to go to his legs because I feel circulation was a problem for him too. So he makes me feel like he had a lot of pain within him, but also within his physical body too. He steps forward for you at the moment, Peter, because you've been asking for guidance. You've obviously asked for a reading here this evening. You've been asking for answers. I feel that you've been asking for a way forward. You've been asking. It's as if you're feeling unsettled at the minute. I feel very much this is your physical body, your spiritual body. It's just not quite connecting. You're feeling out of sorts. And I need to tell you that when we feel like that, it's because change is coming. And I feel change is coming for you very much as well, Peter. I need to let you know that change is coming up within the spiritual environment for you. So either you're just stepping your toes into this, or it's something that you've been in for a while, but there are changes afoot, okay? They're very positive changes for you too, and you're going to start wonderful energy. I need to go to Christmas for you as a very important period, not just because it's Christmas, but because it's going to be a very important period in your life. They're not making me feel why at the moment, but certainly that Christmas is connected also to this lovely gentleman. So if you can understand around that gentleman, he must have either passed at Christmas or something very significant happened with him at Christmas. Whoa! And the cards are just all falling on the floor again. Let me quickly pick them up for you. Okay, let's go with that. So, I need to put abundance around you, Peter. So I'm going to connect that wonderful feeling that new energies are stepping in for you. You're going to work spiritually, but there's going to be an abundance of work for you as well. Know that they are helping guide you. They're helping guide you in the direction that they want you to go in. There'll be subtle signs as well that you need to watch out for, Peter. Okay, let's just see this one. Okay. So I need to shuffle these cards a little bit better, actually. Let's just see. Right, brilliant. Thank you. Spiritual growth has just come out as well. So that just reiterates the message that that wonderful gentleman brought forward for me from the world of spirit. So your spiritual growth, but what the feeling that comes with that is that you're worried about how that's going to change you. How will that affect you, your family, your relationships? Will it make you a slightly different person? Will you need to lose some people along the road? And that does often happen when we move into this new sensitivity and this new spiritual growth. We do often feel a change is needed, and we need to let go of some people that perhaps don't understand or don't serve us well, and that's absolutely fine, because people come into our lifetime perhaps for a reason, just a season, or a whole lifetime. So those people that are around just for a short moment, it's okay to let them go, because you will be changing and things will be moving on for you. Look out for the signs as well. They're telling you they're going to be bringing you signs. It might be a teacher, it might be a circle that you need to move into, but they're certainly going to be drawing you into that. So look out for the signs that will be drawing you into that. And the last card for you is support. So again, that's a lovely card from the world of spirit, that the your guides, your helpers, and those in the world of spirit are supporting you very much. But I also feel that you're getting support here on the earth plane too. Don't know if you can understand that there's been support around you physically at the moment. I need to just acknowledge for you, but they've been lifting you up and helping you move forward. But I also feel there must be something physically that you need help with standing up. Does that make sense to you, please? I'm just going to ask if you can just let me know, because I just feel like, you know, standing up or standing on your own 2 feet, walking into that power is something that I need you to do. Oh, okay, brilliant. Oh, I'm so far behind. Here we go. So I hope that's helped you, Peter. Let's just feel drawn to just, okay. Oh, and the last card that's coming out for you is divine timing. So that must be correct. You must be feeling that now's the time to move forward, to move into this new energy, to move into this new phase of your life. And when I keep talking about moving, I also need to put moving around you. So if you can understand a house move coming up, very recent, or something you're thinking about within your mind at the moment, but I want to put that in for you too. And I'm not sure if you're thinking of a big move, like a really big move to somewhere new. I need to connect you to Australia as well, if that can make sense to you. They're bringing in Australia, so that must be a lovely connection for you. And I feel a big journey coming for you too. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense to you. So that was the last card for this evening. Hello, Amanda Cottle. Thank you for joining me as well. Lovely to see you on here. Sam, thank you. Good. I'm glad that made sense to you. Thank you very much. It's always nice to get feedback, especially when you're sat here in a room on your own talking to yourself. It makes you feel like you're a bit bonkers. Okay, and you passed the 7. Oh, thank you, Peter, for that. Grandad Vic, lovely. Thank you, Grandad. He felt very fatherly as well, if I can please say that to you. He was a very lovely energy, and he's certainly very, very close to you as well. So thank you, Peter, for that wonderful feedback. So as I say, the next live reading is going to be with myself and Michelle on Saturday. Please like and share our page. The more people that view it, the more the word spreads. The more the word spreads, the more people have belief in what we do, and they're open to it. And the more that people are open to it, the more that we can all go about and send that love, like I was talking about at the beginning, sending out that beautiful healing energy. And the more that we can do that, the more we can help people, the more we can heal people, and the more we can heal the world, because that's exactly what we need to do at the moment. And the more we step forward into this new beautiful energy, and the more we can heal Mother Earth, and we can take the whole of this Mother Earth forward into a whole new dimension to uplift it. So please welcome all those new beautiful energies that have just recently come from the world of spirit, and that's the newborn babies. And can we please also send a love to all those who are in transition. So that's those that have passed very recently, are moving from this realm into the world of spirit. So please send out your thoughts to them, as we do always when we send healing, and ask that their transition is smooth and that they go into this beautiful place. And lots of people, you know, when they come for readings, one of the first things they want to know is, did they get there safely? Are they okay? Are they happy? Were they reunited with my mum, my dad? Are they in a place that's better for them? And I want you to know the answer always comes back as yes. They always go to a much better place. They are healed, mind, body, and spirit when they get there. They're in a beautiful healing energy, and their loved ones always step forward and welcome them. It's always a wonderful feeling, and I want that to be passed on to you. So please send out your love to all of your loved ones, to all of those who have recently passed. And thank you very much for joining me this evening, and I very much look forward to connecting with you all again on Saturday.